program here began as an interest in the part of Gordon Kent especially, who is here in the audience, having an interest in his father's work and an interest in capturing people like Seeger to come out and speak about events that
Yo hey yo kayo ajine kayo ajine hey kayo ajine yo hey yo kayo ajine kayo ajine hey kayo ajine yo hey kayo ajine kayo ajine hey.
Mississippi way, and a singer who taught us a prison blues, which was such a good song that it's all over the country now. So if you know the chorus, you can help us out on that.
Wait, you want to be in G?
Okay.
Or you want to be in F?
Oh, that's all right. I'll go in G.
One day, sir, I was walking along, and I heard that special singing a lonesome song. Oh, let the midnight special shine a light on me. Oh, let the midnight special shine a river loving light on me. Well, you wake up in the morning, you hear the ding-dong ring, you go a-marching to the table, you see the same damn thing, knife and fork are on the table, nothing in my pan, and if you say anything about it, you're in trouble with the man. Oh, let the midnight special shine a light on me. Oh, let the midnight special shine a ever-loving light on me.
Yonder come little Rosie, how in the world do you know? I can tell her by her apron and the dress she wore, umbrella on her shoulder, a piece of paper in her hand, goes a-marching to the captain, says I want my man. Oh, let the midnight special shine a light on me. Oh, let the midnight special shine a ever-loving light on me. Oh, Hughie Ledbetter, it was a mighty fine man. He taught us this song and to the whole wide land, but now he's done with all his breathing. Whoop and hollered and crying. Now he's done with all his studying about his great long time. Oh, let the midnight special shine a light on me. I don't hear that harmony. Oh, let the midnight special shine a ever-loving light on me. Oh, let the midnight special shine a light on me. Oh, let the midnight special shine a ever-loving light on me. Here's a song from Puerto Rico.
written by a great Puerto Rican songwriter named Roy Brown. Talks about a young man named Monong, which means little monkey. Speaks of his birth in the bathroom of a back alley bar. Recounts how he grew up in the cornfields, free as a bird. Speaks about the man who calls himself the treasurer, the man who came across the water and put Monong on an airplane, sent him to Vietnam. El señor Don Jiménez sabio cuando nació Monong en el baño de un bar al fin de un callejón y contó: Monong, eres hombre sin par, eres hombre de Dios. El ladrón que cruza los mares, sabio, como creció Monong en medio del cañaveral. Pedí ay que perdón por cantar Monong. El señor que dijo ser tesorero agarró al pobre de Monong, le dijo que era su deber, lo puso en un avión y gritó: es un hombre y son muchos sacerdotes de sueño que le cantan a un mundo que ya se gimiendo y se espantan los niños, pues el hombre del destino, aquel que en un camino anda tirando bombas, anda cavando tumbas con sus fuerzas electrónicas, con sus mentes nucleares, cavan bombas solares, sueltan bombas en Vietnam, tiran bombas en Nigeria, cavan tumbas en Siberia, los niños espantados
go around town playing on her drum. Her father played the ukulele, her mother played the flute. They had a little family orchestra. And if there was a wedding in their town or a birthday, you can bet they were invited to make some music for it. Now this little town was in trouble. It had grown very fast, and the whole valley, which had been once covered with trees, now was covered by slopes with no trees on them. They'd cut down the trees to make houses and for people to live in. Now, maybe you didn't know that the soil in a forest is like a big sponge, and when it rains on the forest, the soil soaks up that rain and holds it until later on lets it out slowly. But rain comes down on an ordinary field or something, it runs off 99% off the surface. This little town now had floods every spring. The houses were knee-deep in water. And it had droughts every summer. And they didn't know where they were going to get water from to keep the crops growing. So the family and the town, they had a big discussion. They grabbed the whole town in a big circle. And they discussed, they said, we've got to build a little dam. If we could build a little dam, it would hold the spring rain, and then we could have water there to take out for the fields come summertime. So the whole town started digging away, digging. You know, right where they had to put the dam was a great big boulder. It wasn't just as big as a piano. It wasn't just as big as a room. It was as big as a small house. I mean, the more they cleared around, it was just huge. We can't build our dam if we don't get rid of this big boulder. They tried to roll it. They couldn't roll it. Little girl said to her father, Papa, I bet Abiyoyo could lift that boulder. Yeah, I guess he could. Well, why don't we get Grandpa to bring him back? He made him disappear once. Why don't we get him to bring him back? Oh, Abiyoyo eats people. That'd be dangerous. But as the days passed and they couldn't get rid of the boulder, they said, maybe you're right. And they went to Grandpa. Grandpa, would you be able to bring Abiyoyo back? Well, I think probably so. Well, you fished into his box of magic tricks, got his old magic wand. Just for fun, he went, zip, made the little girl's drum disappear. Hey, Grandpa, bring that back. Zoop, zoop, zoop. And there was the drum again. I guess I still have my tricks, said Grandpa. Grandpa, could you bring Abiyoyo back? Abiyoyo? He'd eat everybody up. Grandpa, if we get lots of food, and that's what she said the whole time, everybody cook all the best food you can, and when Abiyoyo comes up, he won't want to eat us. There'll be so much good food around. Well, they were a little nervous, but that's what they did, and they also practiced their best music. They were rehearsing all week long. And finally the day came, and Grandpa built a special fire out of special wood. And as the smoke circled up, he went, zoop, 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 and there was Abiyoyo. Hungry. They brought out platters of food. Ow! Mm-hmm. Ow! Mm-hmm. How? She was eating away. The little girl said, Abiyoyo, are you strong? Of course I'm strong. Are you strong enough to lift that big boulder over there? Of course. He leaned down. Tossed it up in the air. Up, 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 up. Crash. Everybody cheered. I'm hungry. But you know, he'd eaten up all the food. The little girl said, Grandpa, Papa, get your ukulele, Mama, get your flute. And they all started singing, Abiyoyo, Abiyoyo, Abiyoyo. it's my song. And he started to dance. Ah-yo-yo, ah-yo-yo, ah-yo. He danced all around. Ah-yo-yo, yo-yo, yo-yo, ah-yo. I'm not sleepy. He lay down. Little girl said, Grandpa, where are you, Grandpa? Grandpa, I'm over here. The rock almost hit me. Where's your magic wand? I think the rock rolled over it. The magic wand was nothing but splinters. Everybody looked at the little girl. But you got us into this. What are we going to do now? She said, haven't we learned something? If we always have lots of good food, and if we know how to make good music, Abba-Yo-Yo won't want to eat us up. And you know, that's actually what happened. Abba-Yo-Yo got to like to live with the family. He slept in the barn with his feet out one end, and people would wash his stinking feet. And his head was out the other end of the barn, and they taught him how to wash his slobbery teeth. And he got to like to do big jobs that other people couldn't do. And last time I saw him, he had a great big sack of little trees on his back. And he was helping them to plant trees all over the mountain. Ah-yo-yo, 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 ah-yo-yo.
Viva la quince brigada, rumba la rumba la rumba la. Viva la quince brigada, rumba la rumba la rumba la. Que sea cubierta de gloria a Emanuela, a Emanuela. Que sea cubierta de gloria a Emanuela, a Emanuela. En el frente de Jarama, rumba la rumba la rumba la. No tenemos ni aviones, ni tanques, ni camiones a Emanuela. No tenemos ni aviones, ni tanques, ni camiones a Emanuela. Contra los moros, rumba la rumba la rumba la. Luchamos contra los moros, rumba la rumba la rumba la. Mercenarios y fascistas, a Emanuela, a Emanuela. Mercenarios y fascistas, a Emanuela, a Emanuela. Long live the 15th Brigade, they were covered in glory. We fight against the Moors, the fascists, the militarists. On the Jarama front we had no guns, no tanks, no airplanes. And the last verse says, now we are leaving Spain, but we will continue to fight on other fronts.
Help us out on that one word, please.
Ya salimos de España, rumba la rumba la rumba la. Ya salimos de España, rumba la rumba la rumba la. Para luchar en otros frentes, ay Manuela, ay Manuela. Para luchar en otros frentes, ay Manuela, ay Manuela. Que viva la 15 brigada, rumba la rumba la rumba la. Viva la 15 brigada, rumba la rumba la rumba la. Que sea cubierta de gloria, ay Manuela, ay Manuela. Que sea cubierta de gloria, ay Manuela, ay Manuela.
Let me tell you about a sailor. Harry Bridges is his name. An honest Union leader that the bosses tried to frame. He left home in Australia to sail the seas around. He landed in, sailed around the ocean, and landed in Frisco town. There was only a company union, and the bosses had their way. The worker had to stand in line for a lousy $1 a day. Then up steps Harry Bridges, said, we boys gotta organize. Our wives and kids will starve to death if we don't get organized. Oh, the FBI is worried. The bosses, they are scared. They can't deport 6 million men, they know. And we're not going to let them send Harry over the seas. We'll fight for Harry Bridges and build the CIO. He had such a democratic, open union that all through the Cold War, they were never able to change it. It was a very sensible union, too. You know, the corrupt longshoremen's union down in New York City refused to bargain with the container ships. So the people of New York City got their waterfronts back. The containers all went to Elizabeth, New Jersey. But Harry sat down with the ship owners and said, we know containers are coming. All we want is decent pensions for the men who are going to be thrown out of work. And they sat down and arranged it. My wife's brother was a member of local number 10 in San Francisco there. Great union. Any other question? Made a living as a journalist, but he actually wrote 70 volumes of plays and novels and poetry. And in 1891, he was sick with indecision. He said, I want freedom from Cuba, but I don't want to hurt Spain. Spain's the mother country. And if we do get independence for Cuba, how do we keep it out of the claws of the great eagle to the north? And the doctor said, Jose, go up to the country, go walking in the woods, get your health back. And he probably took a Hudson River dayliner up to Kingston and got on the choo-choo train they had then, went up past Phoenicia, and then the train turned north, went to a little town called Haynes Falls in the Catskills. And he wrote 200 verses. Years later, these verses were put to a popular Cuban melody. And I was singing in a children's camp in Phoenicia in 1962. And the kid said, oh, you got to learn the song. We've just learned it from our counselor. And this shy young Cuban, Hector Angulo, came out and taught me this. And you know it now.
Yo soy un hombre sincero, de donde crecen las palmas. Yo soy un hombre sincero, de donde crecen las palmas. Y antes de morir me quiero echar mis versos del alma. Canta. Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera.
Mi verso es que un verde claro y de un carmín encendido. Mi verso es que un verde claro y de un carmín encendido. Mi verso es un ciervo herido que busca en el monte amparo. Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera.
I am a truthful man from this land of palm trees. Before dying, I want to share these poems of my soul. My verses are light green, but they are also flaming red. I cultivate a white rose in June and in January for the friend who gives me his hand, and for the cruel one who would tear out this heart with which I live. I do not cultivate thistles nor nettles. I cultivate a white rose.
Cultivo la rosa blanca en junio como en enero. Cultivo la rosa blanca en junio como en enero. Para el amigo sincero quien me da su mano franca. Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera. Y para el cruel que me arranca el corazón con que vivo, y para el cruel que me arranca el corazón con que vivo, cardón y ortiga cultivo la rosa blanca. Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera.
With the poor people of this earth, I want to cast my lot.
Con los pobres de la tierra quiero yo mi suerte echar. Con los pobres de la tierra quiero yo mi suerte echar. El arroyo de la sierra me complace más que un mar. Guantanamera, everybody, Guajira Guantanamera.